So a friend called me recently who she and her husband had placed her mom in an assisted living facility. And they did not have long-term care insurance, which, gosh, almost nobody does. I think it's like 3, 4, 5% of people have long-term care insurance because it's a very difficult product to buy, expensive, and the premiums aren't guaranteed. Other than that, it's great. So it ends up being something that when you have either for yourself or you have a relative, you have your parent, whatever, who needs the kind of care you'd get in an assisted living facility, it's so hard to pick and choose. Well, they went around, looked at different places. They hired a consultant to help them find a place, and the placement was terrible. Place was okay, but the price they were quoted was not close to what they were being billed. And this is something I've read stories about how the thing to do now for dishonest assisted living facilities is they quote you a rate that's supposedly all-inclusive for the month, but then everything else is extra. I mean, it might as well be a breathing charge because everything they do through a 24-hour period every day is itemized and billed separately. So they thought they were paying about $4,000 a month, and they were billed $9,500 for the first month. Can you imagine?
That's crazy. Was it like a first month deposit thing, or
No. It was for all the extras.
Oh my gosh!
And that's what the New York Times just did an investigative report on. And this is happening all over the country. But here's the thing that's really crazy, and you've got to know this. If you are in this unfamiliar territory and you don't know these places and they have these beautiful videos and these gorgeous 4-color brochures and everybody's smiling and everybody looks happy. And when you go on a tour, they're curated and everything looks just wonderful, right? It's not a lot of times. So the consultant that they got, they don't charge you to help you with the placement. So what's going on here? Something you got to know. These consultants in the industry are commissioned salespeople who supposedly are independent, but there's too much financial incentive for them to place you in whatever facility is paying the biggest commissions and ongoing kickbacks for as long as the person stays. And so you think you're getting free advice and might be a very warm, friendly person. And they're saying, I've had all these people who've gone to this place. It really has been great. What's really going on is they're getting a fat wallet. It's almost like the conflict we talk about in the stock brokerage industry. If somebody's not a fiduciary or in the insurance industry, it's all about selling you whatever that gets the most commission for them. So this problem in the assisted living industry is a big one. A lot of these assisted living facilities have been bought by Wall Street crowd types, private equity outfits that are just trying to squeeze as much money out of desperate families as they can. And so that's why you want to hire a what, Krista? Because you have new experience with this.
A geriatric social worker.
Or a geriatric care manager. Care manager. Both terms are used around the country. And we have a link on Clark.com for you to be able to find a legit geriatric care manager who has training and experience and knowledge. And they're not getting commissions from anyone because guess what? You're paying them an hourly rate or a retainer like you'd pay a lawyer or accountant or something like that. And then you don't have to worry about the crooked practices going on in this industry. And what do you have, Krista?
I just pulled up this one website, the Aging Life Care Association, aginglifecare.org.
So what I want you to know is at a time that we are in an inferior position, It's not something we may have ever done in our lives. We don't have any idea how you pick this place, that place, or the other place, or exactly what care your aging parent needs, you might need, a friend, family member needs. You are in such a weakened position because the need is immediate and you're out of your league in this. So if you hire somebody who actually knows what they're doing, they're going to do a full eval of if it's you or the individual who needs assisted living or care with daily living that could be in your home. They're going to do the evaluation, and then they're going to know what facilities in your area have best reputation and best care and aren't going to pull this private equity junk of telling you you're going to pay this much per month and then charging double or triple that. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And you know the stories in Florida where people are put out at bus stops where they get all the money they can out of you and they're like, oh, you got no more money? Bam!
My gosh.
They put you out on the street. I mean, it's just unreal. There are perfectly wonderful, good people and facilities in this industry, and then there's the dirt. So that's why I want you to know. And I want this in your head because right now it may not apply to you at this moment. Some point it will to you, friend, family member, whatever. Just remember, you got to be careful. Snakes in the grass.